Gap fill master is a counter trend strategy that trades the E-mini S&P. It is in our portfolios and it takes trades right at the open if the conditions are met. It is an update from Gap Fill 1 from the book 7 Trading Systems for the S&P Futures, and the open code is included in the members area for 7 trading systems for the S&P Futures. Here is the latest equity curve. You see it is at equity peaks. We released this latest version back in this time frame, and you can see the equity peaks out of sample for this strategy in a back test to 2007. The reason that I'm testing this back to 2007 is because it uses the advanced decline line, and the advanced decline line data in Tradestation only goes back to September 2007. So we could use, it is the ADD symbol, we could use the advancers minus the decliners and get a further test, but right now we have less data sets. You could have, for example, if you take a look at the symbol, format symbol, and we have the ADD instead of advancers and then data for decliners. So it's more efficient, saves more memory to have less data. So we use the ADD line back to 2007. For the gap fill master strategy, let's look at the statistics. $65 average trade profit before slippage and commission, $22.3750. Drawdown, 78% of the trades are profitable, so it has a high win rate, and the diversity of exits has a tight profit target. So we have strategies with tight stop losses. This one is a tight profit target of 4 points and a 10-point stop loss, which is $200 profit target, $500 stop loss, hence the high win rate. So that is Gap Fill Master in Tradestation. I'm going to show you that next in NinjaTrader. So let's take a look at NinjaTrader 8 so we can see that as well. There are some differences in this strategy because the market internal data is different, and I'm going to show you that. I'm going to lay that. I've exported the data between the two platforms. So let's look at the performance summary, and back to about end of 2015 the results match pretty well, and here are the results. They don't look nearly as good, but I'm going to show you why. Now from 2015 forward, nice equity curve. The data on the advanced decline line matches much better between the platforms, but prior to this the data does not match very well on the platforms, and so I think going forward it will match. The trade on the 14th was not taken on Tradestation. There's a trade on the 14th and it was not taken in NinjaTrader 8. So there will be occasional differences, but here is the Excel export. This is the open, high, low, close of the advanced decline line back to 2007, September 2007. And I've used some VLOOKUP formulas to pull in the data that I've exported from NinjaTrader 8. And this right here, this column is the difference between the opens. And then I've plotted the difference between the opens in this chart. And you can see here how wide-ranging the differences are on this chart for the open. I'm going to do the open, high, low, close in another video so you can see the differences here. But for example, back to 2007 at the beginning of this data, the differences are huge. See how huge the differences are, and then they get a little better, but there's still differences. But then in this time frame, the differences are very small. So the data is much closer, and the results match much better. The difference between the opens on this is a daily session open on the NinjaTrader 8 platform. This is a daily session open on the Tradestation platform, and you can see the differences are right here. The difference between this number and this number, and I've simply plotted that out over time, and you see the differences are closer together as you move forward in time, but there are still differences, and so you will get slightly different results. But going forward, anticipate the platforms to match, and for these results in recent years to be more of the norm than for this data right here in the past. I don't anticipate it to do this in one platform and this in another platform. The data will match. It's possible that any given strategy could stop working and do this, but not because of a data difference. I anticipate the data differences will be similar going forward, and so that is a side note for these platforms that I wanted to add to this video, and why there's a difference between Tradestation and NinjaTrader and the Gap Fill Master that uses the $, ADD in Tradestation, advancers minus decliners, and it uses the symbol in NinjaTrader is a caret with the ADD. So that is the update for today on the latest results for Gap Fill Master and between both platforms, as well as historical results.